Alright, it's there, and we're going to try to play Battlefield 6 Open Beta, Early Access, because I got the, as you can see up there eventually, the Premium Edition, because I'm not paying $70 for Battlefield. I will buy your Season Pass with all the cosmetics, or not Season Pass, excuse me, Battle Pass, with all the cosmetics, for $90, though. That actually... I like the system that they're going with nowadays. And then the developers are going with nowadays the new system of if they're going to charge $70 or $80 for the game, at least give us a special edition or physical edition, a special physical edition even to to buy, so we feel better about our purchase than just buying a base game for $70 when it really shouldn't be. There's no reason to. But yeah, no, this is Welcome to Battlefield 6. I didn't think I would get in, but probably because of the pre-order because of pre-order Defendum Edition, I was able to get into the early access. Also, there are going to be 2 beta test weekends. They're going to be fully open to to the public. And there was stuff to get, so I'll be playing off camera and on camera to try to get the stuff in those events. I don't know how much on camera I'll be able to do because I'm still, getting over the dark times, and the combined effort we all had to do to get out of there. But yeah, it's nice to relax with some, fiction that's going to be worse than real life. I am pretty sure. Also, they don't have controllers. Wait. Yeah, they don't have controller support apparently for this menu. And yeah, people are saying this is the first successor to 3 and 4. And also saying hopefully that it won't go the same. That hopefully EA won't ruin it like the last 3. And I beg to differ, because they didn't ruin the last 3. They didn't fail. And Battlefield 4 had a much, much, much worse launch than any of those did. In fact, Battlefield 4, in my gaming journalist opinion, had by far the worst launch of anything, even though the beta was just normal. So yeah, hopefully Battlefield 6 will be able to, recombine the scattered fan base and get the haters, to love the game, to love Battlefield again. But we shall see, because we know haters are going to just hate, and they're not going to actually play the game that they're hating on, because they're just hating. They're not, they're not professionally critiquing the game in any way. Firing range. That was fast! And this is installed on an external hard drive, by the way. Why can I not... It's just this... It is a no control support for the beta, which is what I'm worried about, because I'm not... My chair broke, so I'm kind of leaning against the wall. And I have my feet down. I might be carrying, double because, because I'm coming on my speakers on my laptop, not my headphones. But it feels really good. Like, yeah, it looks like it's just, it looks like it's, another 3 or 4, like it was never an unbroken chain for the last trilogy of Battlefield games. Battlefield 1, because it was called that because there was no Battlefield 1 until that. Then Battlefield 5 or V, and now then Battlefield 2042, and now of course Battlefield 6. And it's just people are saying people are really hyped for this, but to be fair, in my professional opinion, yeah, EA better not mess up this launch. Because unlike Halo, I'm pretty sure Battlefield needs to be this way. There is no making another battle. I mean, there's always making another Battlefield game. Battlefield Heroes existed long before this did. Long before Battlefield 2042. Battlefield Heroes existed. Wait, I think we got a controller. Oh, no, we don't. I think it's trying. It's trying. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to do keyboard and mouse in my very broken Lazy Boy. Second time I broke, by the way. It's really disappointing. Let's just see. Wait, can any class use any weapon? That can't be. Or unless you're making your own class. Interesting. Yeah, 3 to unlock. 3 to unlock here, and I'm guessing that. Oh, only 2 SMGs. So, yeah, it's interesting that they completely let off. Oh, and what year in the game? And by the way, the game's taking place in 2027, and it's going to be and the campaign's going to be an epic adventure around the world. You're not unlocked, is unfortunate. I'm looking what I'm seeing. I guess it's just go. We're time like the present. NATO and not NATO. Pax Armada, NATO, Pax Armada. Okay, Pax Armada is top 4 mercenaries. Well, I guess let's do it. The menu menu's very pretty, but it could be a lot. Requires early access. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. And I don't have it because I guess early access was given out on a per person basis. Yes, I do have the Phantom edition, on my Steam account. Okay, well that's fine. I like the fact that they allow you to just try the tutorial. I mean, people have done this before, but it's very rare nowadays. But yeah, I mean, like, let's just mess around in this then. Oh, okay. Why? I'm guessing that's just for the shooting range. B is. I mean, we got my aim true. It's so good. And it has the proper health. I presume. I'm also pretty far back. Okay, my sister just got back to me on WhatsApp. I sent her some photos of my. I finally modded my 3DX XL. I showed her just some photos of that. But you know, I hope, because I want to use it more, and I never really used it before, because I wanted to record with it, because I originally got it hardware modded to record with it, but oh, where's my other guns? I guess I gotta go to the loadout thing then. Yep, I gotta go to the loadout thing. Where's my where's my red dot? Bold of me presuming I have a red dot. Okay. We had long range on this bad boy. Oh yeah. Like, give me a pistol, I win. Sounds really good. Again, you're getting echoing because of being on my PC speakers. My laptop speakers running into the mic. Let me turn that down. Oh, where's my options? Yeah, very, very early access menu. You know, or beta menu. Actually, keyboard and mouse is feeling pretty good. Even though my setup's really porch right now. Oh yeah, just climb it. Oh, there's a guy right back there. I will have you. I'll claim you. Until I run up on it. Shotgun. That is a really roundabout way of doing it. You know, like the previous, Battlefield has done a training match better in the past. But I like it. Okay. It's so good! It's so good! Again, like even though I had my disagreements with the majority of the Battlefield fan base, in the past few games, this is different. This is like Battlefield. The reason why Battlefield took a break from releasing games is to make the ultimate Battlefield game to appeal to every fan, and possibly more. Maybe even take away from Call of Duty's numbers, which I don't believe, because Call of Duty is going through the same hell Battlefield went through with its last three games in terms of fan recognition, in terms of fan reviews. It's still Call of Duty. It's still going to sell pretty good every year because it's never that bad. I mean, I've always had my grievances with Call of Duty, but after the Modern Warfare reboot, things have been different with that too. But yeah, no, like, this is Battlefield. Unfortunately, like, this is Battlefield, and we need this before we get a Bad Company 3, because that Bad Company 3 is going to be very special, and we can't we gotta be in the right mindset for it. But yeah, I really truly hope that they don't bork the launch, and they don't bork the launch, and they don't bork the launch, and everyone enjoys this. But, everyone enjoys it like I enjoyed the last year. Yes, the last year had issues, but every Battlefield. I mean, I'm saying that to say it. But Battlefield has always been hit or miss. Not for the mainline games, but for all the rest. Like the original console Battlefield was really bad. I mean, it was fun, but the controls just made no sense whatsoever. And it just wasn't the best Battlefield experience until Bad Company came out on console, and Battlefield 1943. Did Battlefield really figure out what consoles were? And even then, I had my problems with Bad Company 1. And like I said, Battlefield 4 was by far, in all my time being, in all my time with games journalism, Battlefield 4 had the worst launch of anything. I mean, yes, I played Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk, unless you're talking about, the last gen consoles, the ones that they were originally supposed to come out on. Battlefield 4 was worse, especially because the beta went over so well. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. And again, and one comment I heard from a tuber I really do trust, but he has to talk to the general audience to get them views. Like he said that, we're going to get Call of Duty type skin or Fortnite skins. Call of Duty has that because it's Call of Duty. No one cared to begin with, so why would they care now? Put in Hello Kitty skin for all I care. it's Call of Duty. It's not gonna matter. And if it did matter, they could just make, you know, they could just give you basic skins, you know, like in the olden days, before Halo showed us the way of customization, even though you don't see it. And it has no gameplay effect. But yeah, no, as far as I know, there were no Fortnite skins or Call of Duty HQ skins in Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2. Yes, Bad Company 2 had skins. Bad Company 2 had a Spec Ops skin, you know, that was originally a brand, you know, that was originally a collab with Dr. Pepper, but then became a skin DLC if you wanted your guys to have darker attire. You know, Spec Ops attire, you know, being mostly black and gray. So I have no idea why people think Battlefield will throw off that, unless of course it was in Battlefield 1942 and I just missed it, which I probably did because that was part of my dark times, and I should have played that more but didn't. Should have played Battlefield 5 more but didn't. Should have played Battlefield 1 more but didn't. I want to change that with Battlefield 6. Especially now that I'm just chilling, you know, shotgunning these targets. Oh, I can't wait to do it to the real thing. But yeah, no, like... But no, like, all the signs are green. Every sign you could want in a video game before launch, Battlefield 6 has for a good launch. Again, Battlefield 4 was the same way, and had a horrible launch. And in the end, it didn't matter. But for some reason, it mattered Battlefield 42. 1942 and Battlefield 5. I mean, they never quite fixed 5 completely, at least on the menu visual glitches. They didn't quite matter, but yeah, still. You know, but still, Battlefield 6 got a bad launch, but I can always recover like Halo Infinite did. Well, I say Halo Infinite did like it's history. Halo Infinite has. Battlefield 1942 didn't, but, you know, it was a success. It was not a failure. Objectively, it was a success. Like, as said, it made more money than it cost to develop. If it didn't, EA probably wouldn't have unleashed the budget and unleashed... wanted Battlefield... They wanted DICE to go back to the Battlefield roots. You know, that trilogy's over. Let's make a new trilogy based on all the goodness of all the best parts of all the Battlefield games. Yes, even Battlefield played for free. So yeah, I mean... I never quite... I understood the hate. The hate comes from the dark times and people, you know, taking Twitter far too seriously. You know, in both ways. If Twitter didn't exist, then I don't think Battlefield V would have, you know, would have had the female operators and disabled operators for multiplayer. Well, also, I don't think there would have been any haters. So yeah, take your pick. But anyway, time. Let's change weapons, shall we? I've been enjoying the shotgun for too much. Okay, I understand some of it. Yeah, and also, like, this is coming back from Battlefield, from the last trilogy of Battlefield games. Battlefield does go through trilogies and Segas. And just how things are. Oh, sure, let's say sniper gun. You still got unscope? Oh yes, finally they have the scope. They have the you know, the unfocused vision. That's 1x, and your scope that's a bajillion x. Okay, now you can just click twice, or you get unscope. That's really nice. Depends on what you're going for. I like what I am seeing. I mean, again, you know, I couldn't play more pistols, no pistols. Also, I'm loving this. I'm loving this map. This is a good map. Should we go down the LMG tree, shall we? Oh. I love the sound. I love just the nuances in the sound of, you know, his clothes rubbing together, the gear rubbing on his clothes. I mean, that's always been some of the best part of Battlefield is the sound design. I mean, like, that's objectively been one of the best parts of Battlefield is the sound design. Just all of it. I wish that the Y was instead on escape, but that's fine. Oh, look, they have the hollow sight connected. Oh, no, it's a full elo tank. At least I would guess so. I was just a millimeter off. Well, submachine guns finally coerced me to play with them. I don't know. I mean, maybe. They're a lot more accurate than the LMG. I don't know. I was enjoying the shotgun too much. Shotgun and pistol may be the way. But yeah, no, like I can't wait. I can't wait till I get to try it. I will try to unlock as much stuff as I can for the full game because that is the way. It's Battlefield. I don't think it's gonna have a long, it's not gonna be too much of a grind. At least I would assume. It's Battlefield. Battlefield's not known for grinds. They're in fact known, at least back in my day, for having like no grind whatsoever. I could be wrong. Again, I didn't really play the last 3 games that much to really understand out the progression system, but it didn't seem too bad for me back then. But yeah, so I am really looking forward to the beta and to the official launch in October. Again, I understand where the haters are coming from, where most people are coming from. It has been, Battlefield has had, 4 games in a row had bad launches, of some degree. Battlefield 1 didn't really. Battlefield 5 did, Battlefield 2042 did, Battlefield 4 did. Battlefield 4 was bad. Battlefield 4 launch was really, really bad. But it became the younger fan base's favorite Battlefield, which is hilarious because they dogged on Battlefield 1942 so much for its launch, and it was fine. Well, mostly fine. For a computer game going to a wide audience, fine. As in, and also for Battlefield where you gotta understand it's probably only going to run on the latest, highest end systems, with perfect, with any with good graphics. It's just how Battlefield is. It makes you wonder if Crysis came out today, or back then. Let's say back then, because those were our times. That's where all this hatred comes from. If Crysis came out back then, would it really have taken off? Because again, you couldn't run Crysis on anything but the best hardware, and even now, it took many years. It took like a decade for Crysis to be able to come down to the normal folk, the low end, the mid and low end PC gamers. So yeah, I cannot wait. And I'm really glad that DICE went out of its way to try and test with all, the most, with all the most, had the Battlefield Labs period where they wanted to work with they're wanting to work with their most diehard fans to make an experience for everyone, even the haters. Let them come. They may yell at us for no reason, but let them come. Let them be impressed. And I'm coming to my, I'll be 30 in a month. By this time next month I'll be 30. And I really I've seen things in the game industry, and nothing like nothing like the rise of the haters. But I'm hoping that Battlefield 6, along with Black Ops 7, along with Black Ops 7, can heal the divide, and whatever Halo comes next, or even Halo Infinite if they can get, if they have a big enough, season. But I don't think they can. It's just the engine's just too far gone. But yeah, I really hope that Battlefield 6 can heal the divide. Yeah, that's what we're all trying on our side. We're all trying to heal the divide right now. We're trying to, heal the divide. We don't need to fight the haters. We need them to come to us. Not because we want to have the biggest sales numbers like Halo 3, Battlefield, Bad Company 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Original. We don't need the biggest sell numbers. We don't need to encapsulate all of the community to be called a perfect game. We just need to, find our fans and just stick with them because there's enough of them to fund a AAA experience, especially now with all the monetization paths. But that's where Battlefield 6 is different. Battlefield 6 is DICE and EA actually wanting the haters back. They could be like Halo and just shoving them off. They could be like Call of Duty and just ignore them. But I honestly think EA and DICE want the haters back. They want all the numbers they can get. I mean, makes sense. EA's greedy. We all know this. And DICE wants to have the best game possible, with the restrictions of the time. And I really hope they can pull it off. I really hope they can pull it off. Because people are giving them the good graces because everyone's feeling that it could be this could be the thing that could heal at least the Battlefield community, even if the Halo and COD communities are far too gone. To be healed. I just can't wait because it felt so good. That little bit on the firing range that I played is so good. It felt so good. It felt so good. Especially when I was just shotgunning the targets over and over and over again. It felt so good. Like, this may be the best feeling, tactical shooter of all time. I mean, I know that's not a hard metric, but most tactical shooters suck at the whole gun handling thing. Especially Arma. But, no, this is different. No, this is going to be the tactical shooter going after everyone. Like Call of Duty and Halo once did.